Sorry about that. We lost power. We're back online now, and you were talking about your family and about Shane specifically, right?
Yeah.
Your half brother.
Mm-hmm. And Shane, my half brother, he's about 7.5 years older than I am. And when he was a baby, there was he had to have a lot of surgeries. He kind of died, and they had to resuscitate him. And due to these surgeries, it got to the point where, let's see how can I describe it. He had to have plates in his head and stuff, but they couldn't do anything to help him, and they didn't realize there's nothing they could do, so they sent him home, basically expecting him to die within a few hours or so.
Mm-hmm.
And this upset my mom pretty bad. And but around that time, she started hearing a voice speaking to her out of the blue, calling her name, and then telling her to pray for him. And she was kind of reluctant about it at first, but when she finally did go back there to pray for him, she felt the power of God shoot through her hands when she was praying for him. And she noticed that he was still blind. Now, he was not only blind, he was paralyzed and sent home to die. So he had a lot of problems. And
Triple whammy.
Yeah, triple whammy. And when she mentioned that, she heard God tell her to put her thumbs in his eyes. And she did that. She thought she poked his eyes out because the power hit her so hard. And she said, David received that sight. David's Shane's other name. He's like David Shane. And then Shane looked right back up at Mom with clear blue eyes. Perfect. He was no longer blind. And not only that, he's no longer paralyzed either. Although he does have, right now, he's still alive, and he has cerebral palsy. He's been mentally retarded, though.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been at a state hospital for about 50 years. He's been doing good, so that's pretty amazing. I grew up hearing about this, and I thought
You
that.
didn't live with him when you were young?
I don't remember it, but it's when I was a baby. He was there for a while, and probably less than a year or so. But by the time my brother Justin was born, which is a year and a half after that, he was already at the hospital at that time.
I see.
So
he didn't live with you while you were growing up?
no.
Oh,
So he was over at the state hospital. We would visit him once in a while.
I see.
But
Okay.
he ain't blind anymore. So.
Well, what about your other two, your two younger brothers?
That would be Justin and Jeff. And Justin, he likes to cook. He's real good with cooking on the barbecue grill, and he's now married. And his wife, Sydney's also a good chef and cook. And there was time they used to just invite people over to come eat once in a while, And Justin, he's real good. Kind of, let's see how to describe him. He kind of has that redneck vibe, He kind of has his yard fixed up with his own structures he built out there. And
You ever got a chance to see them?
I think he's going to be kind of. Let's see. I think he says his wife has to work.
Okay.
So
Maybe another time.
it might be another time. But that's what he likes to do. He likes to build stuff. He likes to have people come over once in a while and have what we call a shindig. And he's kind of real country, kind of. You probably heard Jeff Foxworthy's "You Might Be a Redneck." He fits that pretty good. And he's all fun to be around. And usually one thing we do, like during Halloween, he'll fix up his yard for the trick-or-treaters and make it all out. I mean, it's like a big old, what do you call that? It looks like a haunted backyard or something. and I'm usually one of the main actors, and so I think I can do some acting skills. So we had a lot of fun with that. And he has a son named Andre, which is 24 now. And Andre, I don't know if he's still into cars, but he likes to work on cars and stuff, and invite friends over. And he kind of has his own camper in his backyard.
Does Justin have kids too?
That is Justin's kid, Andre.
Oh.
Yeah, that's his son.
Oh, well, Jeff then.
Jeff, my other brother, he's 7 years younger than I am. And he's been a painter as well. And he's married and has 3 kids.
Oh, wow.
That's Leslie, Caitlin, and John Wayne.
You got basically a lot of nephews and nieces.
And Leslie's married and has 2 daughters now, and she's expecting a third. So, and I remember one thing about Jeff is he's hoping to be a minister one day. Is one thing, and he's the one that built those knot boxes. I imagine these are they're made of wood, but the knots they kind of glow when the light shines through them. And that's pretty neat right there. And I've kind of helped him design a few of those. And he loves to build stuff with his hands and stuff like that. And he's a pretty good cook too. Yeah, he kind of has a tough look to him. Wears a do-rag on his head. And got rough looking. But he has a good sense of humor to him. And he and I usually like to just make up all kind of fun things and just.
So basically, you and your brothers, you're all creative in one way or another.
Yeah, we're all creative in some way. Kind of almost different. Justin and Jeff have some similar areas, like the woodsman's skills, and I've been more in the mathematical stuff. And Justin kind of has a theatrical feel, like how he can do those Halloween events and pull them off real good. And that's a lot of fun there doing that. And let's see, I can probably tell you about a little bit about Mom and Dad. Let's see, although they divorced when I was 9, and
Do you still go to see your dad sometimes?
yeah, every now and then.
Oh, okay.
And we're pretty good. So Pappy, as we call him, he's a painter, and he's been painting for a long time. My grandpa taught him how to do that. And his name's Ron, and my mom's named Mary. And Mom loves cats, and I've been kind of staying with her to help her out. And she's real religious. She's the one that had the miracle happen with Shane. So, and she pretty much is a cat lover. She loves to watch westerns and crochet dolls.
Well, that kind of leads into my next question, actually.
Oh, before I do, I'd like to mention about Holt, my grandpa.
All right, go ahead, finish that.
Yeah, my grandpa and grandma. Let's see, my grandma was real religious, kind of has some Cherokee Indian in her, and we kind of got a lot of our religious heritage from her. And my grandpa, he's the one that named the old hoss, the number that you might have seen on my website. I kind of nicknamed him, and Hoss is his nickname. So his real name.
Yeah, I remember that number.
Yeah, Grady Pearson. And he had his own way of talking. I don't ever remember him with any teeth. I mean, he had no teeth as long as I remember.
So where did the name Hose come from then?
Hose?
How did you come up with that?
That was a nickname that people would give him on his job site. He was a painter as well, and he would talk like this. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to tell you. Good gosh almighty knows. And both my brothers and I can talk just like that.
And that's where you got Gosh Almighty, the number.
That's where good Gosh
Googleism.
Almighty. It was one of Hoss's words he had always.
Now, I always thought it was hose and great hose, but you're saying
it's
it's
actually
Hoss?
Hoss. Like Hoss, kind of like the westerns used to have, calling someone old Hoss.
Wouldn't that be with an AU instead of an O?
I originally thought that, but I saw it spelled as HOSS.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, and he was a character. We had some adventures, and there was like a time we was out boat riding, and we heard a cat meowing in the boat, and it was a little kitten. There's a whole herd of them in there later. We found we was on the boat riding out there. He brought us a lot of adventures. Yeah. And what was the other question you was talking about?
Well, you were, earlier you were mentioning about how your mom has a lot of cats, so I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Why so many cats?
Oh.
You told me, that you had 22 cats.
Yeah, 22.
Apparently they're all named.
Yeah, they just started having babies, and we had to finally get them all fixed, mainly the males, and finally get it where they would stop populating. And she just didn't want to give any away or just take them to the pound or nothing. She just didn't have the heart for that.
Are they all from one litter?
Some are from different little areas, but a lot of them are related.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there's one cat that likes me. His name's Pooh.
Do they all come from one pairing, or actually, are they all siblings?
A lot of them are, but I think there was a few from a different area.
Oh, okay.
So they there's a few mixed in. There's some from this angle, and then they had a lot of babies. So it's kind of mixed.
I see.
Yeah.
They're very cute.
Yeah, we got a lot of them.
All right. Well, we're gonna finish up with the question section, and what we might do is we'll discuss some of your other creative pursuits.
Okay.
All right. So thanks for talking with us.
All right then.
All right. Howdy.
Howdy. Bowdy.
Bowdy is how you say that? Okay.
That's a made up word.
All right. Bowdy.
Bowdy.